Hello, air signs, and welcome to your reading. What Spirit wants you to know right now, or what you need to know right now. My name is Jocelyn. I am the owner of the business Nocturnal Witchcraft. A link to my website will be down below in the description if you are interested in any of the services that I offer. Air signs, this is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And fun fact about me, I have all three of those signs well within my birth chart. But this can be your sun, moon, or rising sign, or it could be a stellium, which means you have 3 or more placements in those zodiac signs. Or if you just have 1 or 2 like really significant placements in those zodiac signs and you felt called to this reading, this most likely will be for you. Other than that, timestamps will be down below for each sign. I'm really excited to be doing your all's reading today, and let's get into it. Okay, Gemini, we're going to start off with you. We have the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck and the Moonology Oracle deck here. So go ahead and take a big deep breath in for me. And out. Just release any and all stress, anxiety, worry, expectations, negativity. Just releasing anything and everything you don't want to feel right now. Okay. Okay, Spirit. What does Gemini need to know? The Chariot. Ooh. The Queen of Cups and the 5 of Cups. So right off the bat, you are moving forward. You are moving forward from something. You are on a journey right now. And I feel like this journey is... I almost want to say your journey is towards emotional maturity. Sorry, my cat. He's getting a little too curious, almost knocking things over. Yeah, there's this journey towards either emotional maturity or introspection, deep emotional introspection here. There was a period of grief and solace and just kind of despair. There was a period where like you focused heavily on your losses, on the things that you didn't have, on the things that were not going right for you, instead of seeing what you did have, seeing what was still there. And the Ace of Swords. Yeah, there was this moment of clarity. There was this moment of like realization of, I'm making this worse by focusing on it. I'm making this worse by constantly dwelling and complaining about it. The King of Swords, yeah. You're looking at things from a whole new perspective. Like I said, this is a whole mindset shift. And air signs, that's the Suit of Swords. Air signs, it's very mental. It's dealing with the mental, the thoughts, the imagination, things like that. And you're looking at things with a whole new like set of eyes. And you're realizing that have you ever like heard the phrase like it's not a problem unless you believe it's a problem? That's kind of the mindset that you're shifting into here, Gemini. Like you're realizing that your attention makes things important. Your attention makes things special. Your attention makes things a problem. So this is a whole like, wow, literally the Hanged Man, seeing things from a new perspective, quite literally. Wow. this is a huge mental shift for you. This is a huge mental shift. Sorry, I gotta move the cards down a little bit. But it almost feels like a breath of fresh air. Like I feel like this shift has already started and you've already started to see it. You may have doubts of like falling back into like those overthinking patterns or like those overly emotional patterns maybe. But I feel like I'm literally seeing somebody like walking down the street with a little pep in their step, and it's like the weight is literally being lifted from their shoulders as they start to realize this new truth. And that's exactly what's happening for you here, Gemini. You're realizing that you hold so much more power in your life than you once thought. I feel like you probably once thought that situations, people, they held power over you. And no, you thought that they held power over you because you were giving them power over you. Once you take your power back and you start to realize, oh, that, this thing, that person, this situation isn't actually as important as I once thought it was. You physically feel lighter, you mentally feel lighter, you emotionally feel lighter because you're not carrying any more unnecessary stress. Wow. Oh wow, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. This is a cycle that you have been in for a very long time. And this cycle is one that is completing, finally. Like, I'm hearing you have finally learned the lesson. You have finally learned that you are the center of your world. You're not the center of the world. You are the center of your world. And you hold so much more power, especially mentally, over everything in your world than you think you do. Wow, at the bottom of the deck we have the Fool. What's underneath of that? The 10 of Wands. You're leaving the anxiety, you're leaving the overthinking, you're leaving all of the mental anguish behind. And you're starting anew. You're going forward. You don't know what's in front of you, but you're actually kind of excited about it. You're actually like excited for this new beginning. And this is a lesson, like I said, this is a lesson that you've been like trying to, that the universe, that your guides have been trying to get you to understand for a very long time. And sometimes when we repeat cycles, it's because we're supposed to. We have to go through it over and over and over again because sometimes that repetition is what causes us to finally realize and break the cycle. When you've been through the bullshit so many times, you get tired and you're like, that's it, I have to change something. I have to do something differently. So what last advice or last words of wisdom do you have for Gemini spirit? Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Yeah. You're still adjusting to this new mindset. You're still adjusting to living life on a lighter scale. I don't know if it's just the fact that you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. I don't know if it's just the fact that you're an air sign, But like the whole imagery that I'm seeing right now is just the wind effortlessly blowing through the trees, you know, that nice crisp air filling your lungs, like in like this whole shift for you, Gemini, is just a fresh wow, I can speak, a breath of fresh air. That's like the main thing that just keeps coming to my head. Don't let your past hold you back, and a time to give rather than take. South Node and New Moon in Virgo. Let's see. At the bottom of the deck, luck is on your side. New Moon in Sagittarius. Underneath of that, balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full Moon in Pisces. Okay. A lot of times when we have these very daunting emotions and thoughts about ourselves or about things, it can weigh us down heavily, and it can also heavily affect our self-esteem. And it can hold us back, quite literally, from achieving the things that we want to succeed in. And that is another reason why you are about to feel so much better, so much lighter, so much more aligned with everything in your life, with even within yourself, because you were letting go of the weight that was never yours to carry. It was never yours to carry. It was never yours to hold. It was never yours to fix, to solve. And it's time to give rather than take. It's time to give back to yourself and your life. Give to other people out of a place of genuine hospitality, not out of obligation. You are entering a period where you are the true reason for this shift in your luck, for this shift in your fate. You are the reason why everything is now coming together for you, Gemini. This is a brand new beginning. This is a brand new cycle, and cycles don't always have to be bad. A lot of times when we hear people saying, oh, this is a cycle, sometimes cycles aren't always bad. So you make this reality happen. The power is in your hands. The power was always in your hands and in your mind. Because this is a big mental challenge. It's very difficult to get over heavy mental challenges. We are our own worst enemies only if we do not overcome our own challenges. Once we overcome our own challenges, then we can become our own best friends. So yeah, that will conclude your reading today, Gemini. If you would like a personal reading to get more into depth into your own personal life situation, whatever it is, a link to my website will be down below in the description. I am more than happy to do that for you, to offer that for you. I offer full-length readings. I also offer quick flash readings. Whatever you decide, I will be more than happy to do it for you, and I hope to see you in another video. I hope you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time of day it is when you are watching this, and blessed be. Hello, Libra, and welcome to your reading. Again, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Stellium, whatever this placement is in your birth chart, this reading is for you. Go ahead and take a big, deep breath in for me. And out. Releasing any and all stress, worry, expectations, anxiety, any negativity that you're holding on to, just anything unnecessary. Just letting it all go. Okay, Spirit. What message do you have for the Libra collective today? The Page of Swords. The first thing that came to my head was like curiosity. Being curious, wanting to know more, wanting to learn more. Hold on. I got to adjust how I'm sitting here. Kind of wanting to like seek out on new adventures and be a student of some sorts. I feel like there's like a lot of travel. A lot of you might like traveling. Like I'm just seeing like a plane. The Five of Pentacles halfway. Okay, before I get into that, I'm seeing like just plain like one of those little travel journals where like you take pictures, kind of like a scrapbook almost of your like travels and everything. With the Five of Pentacles halfway, there's something that I feel like you're kind of caught in between of. I feel like you're caught in two different situations where like one, you don't really feel appreciated, you feel often like you're forgotten about, and the other one where like you feel like you're a part of it, but you don't really feel like you belong. You don't feel like you belong in either one of these. They make you feel two different ways, but it's like deep down you know that there's something else. There has to be a third option. There has to be something else out there for you. And that's probably why I'm seeing like all of this travel. The Hierophant. The Hierophant usually points to like tradition. I like to see the Hierophant as a note to like the divine masculine, the traditional, the physical, things like that. Maybe we have Justice at the bottom of the deck. That's you, Libra. Justice, your truth. Maybe you are trying to break out of societal norms, traditional norms, maybe traditions within your family, your friends, whatever it is. I just get this sense that you're trying to break out of something and go your own path, honor your own truth. I just get this sense that you're kind of feeling like you're suffocating a little bit. Wow, the Queen of Swords reversed. Yeah, you feel like you can't really stand up for yourself in either situation. It's like no matter which way you go, you feel like it's just going to kind of bite you in the ass either way. And so I almost get the sense that you're coming to this point, or Spirit is trying to help you realize that no matter what you choose in this situation, it's going to hurt you either way, so you might as well do what you want. You might as well go make that road trip. You might as well go get on that plane and go spend a week or two or maybe a month in another country exploring the world. Obviously be safe, but like go explore, go have fun. If there's other people involved in this situation, they do not have your best interest at heart. The Six of Pentacles. You're looking for an equal give and take. There's that scale, the scales again. That's another note to you, Libra. You're someone who is generous. You are someone who gives and gives and gives, and you may not be receiving that back, which is why we have the Five of Pentacles here. You're looking for balance because that's all about Libra. Libra is like literally the zodiac sign of balance. I have never met, personally, in my personal opinion, I have never met a Libra that didn't have a pretty good balance in their life. And when things were out of balance, they would fix it pretty quick. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure they're all in the frame for you. Here, I might just move these over here, but we have the Two of Swords coming out along with the Eight of Pentacles. Underneath is the Knight of Cups. At the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. So you were probably blind to the fact that you were the only one putting in all of the hard work. You were the only one putting in all of the effort. You were the only one actually doing anything in this situation or in these situations. I just get this sense that you've been completely depleted and drained. You may have been worrying about doing things for yourself out of fear that it won't be accepted, you'll lose people, you'll be shunned. But these people, they don't have your best interests at heart. They really don't. And whatever is calling you, it's calling you from your heart. You know, like it's not something that, oh, I think that would be fun. It's like, no, like your heart and your soul is quite literally being pulled towards this thing. The nine of Pentacles. Whatever this is, the traveling, or at least it may not be the traveling itself. The traveling might be something that is just there to help get you to where you need to be. But whatever this is pointing towards independence. This is pointing towards success. This is pointing towards a life that is meant for you. And the hard work that you were putting into people who didn't even deserve it, to situations that didn't deserve it, it's about to be brought back to you. That's funny. Temperance was underneath the Nine of Pentacles. Again, balance, flow. Balance is about to be restored. 100%. Oh. Making sure you can hopefully see that. So let's get into the Oracle deck here and see what last pieces of advice or wisdom does Spirit have for you, Libra? Okay. I feel like it kind of went that way. So the first card we have is Bring Love into the Situation. New Moon in Aquarius. Don't go with things or through things with a cold heart. Yes, you were fed up. Yes, you were mistreated. Have boundaries, stand your ground, but don't let it turn you cold. Don't let it turn you into a bitter person. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. You are entitled to doing things for yourself now. You were entitled to following your truth, to following what is going to make you and your soul fulfilled. But don't let this entitlement, don't let this again block you and turn you into a stuck-up, bitter person. Nothing will come of this situation, void of course moon. Nothing is going to come out of this situation or situations. Spirit is trying to get you to realize that you have to do things for yourself now. You have to think about your own future, your own happiness, your own wealth, your own everything. Because people come and go, and the only person that is constant, the only person that remains strong and true in your life is you. Have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon, and then be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. Nothing is going to happen if you just sit idly by. Nothing is going to happen if you keep that blindfold on and just keep pondering and wondering. You have to go forth. You have to keep that faith in what you want, in the life that you want. It is possible for you. The Nine of Pentacles, it is possible for you. You have to be bold. You have to gain the courage and drive forward into this, or else nothing's going to change, or else you're going to be stuck giving and giving and giving in a situation where you just hate everyone and everything. You're just going to be miserable, and you don't want to be miserable. Nobody deserves to be miserable like that. So think about your own, think about yourself here. Obviously, try not to deliberately hurt people, but if you following your truth, following your heart, following your soul hurts somebody, they were never meant to be in your life in the first place. Because us following our true passions or purpose in life, it doesn't really hurt anybody by doing that. And if it does hurt somebody, they're just not meant to be there. They're not meant to be there. I know it might be a hard pill to swallow, but sometimes people are meant to be lessons. Sometimes people are meant to be temporary in our lives. Anyways, that will conclude your reading, Libra. If it resonated and you would like a personal reading into your own situation or life or whatever it is, I offer full-length readings and flash readings as well. So link to my website down below in the description if you would like either one of those or just want to check them out in general. Other than that, I hope to see you in another video, and I hope you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, or whatever time of day it is when you are watching this, and blessed be. Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. Go ahead. We're going to jump straight into it. I'm feeling... with your reading here, Aquarius, I'm feeling that the energy is a lot more fast-moving here. A little bit more urgent. So go ahead and take a big deep breath in for me and out. Just release any and all fear, anxiety, expectations. Sorry, my leg is asleep and it feels so fucking weird. I hate that feeling of like when your foot or leg is asleep and it just it feels like really like tingly. It's not the pins and needles, like it just feels, it almost kind of like, it almost kind of tickles a little bit. It feels really weird. All right. Okay, Spirit. What message do you have? All right, right off the bat, the sun. Hey, sorry, my cat is trying to get into my book bag. Hey. Ew. Ugh, chaos is happening here, Aquarius. Absolute chaos. All right. So we have the sun. This is joy, satisfaction. Can often sometimes represent completion. things are kind of working out pretty smoothly here for you, Aquarius. Oh. We have the Four of Pentacles coming out halfway. Give me 1 second. My cat is being difficult. Okay, sorry about that, Aquarius. But the Four of Pentacles halfway. There's something that you're in the midst of letting go. Pairing it with the Three of Pentacles, it almost makes me think that you're like in the middle of trying to let go of your hyper independence. Can you? Oh, potato. Can you not, please? Thank you. It's just a plastic bag. It is not that important. Yeah, I feel like you're in the midst of letting go of like feeling like you have to do everything yourself, or like trying to do everything yourself. Thinking that the only way you're going to be able to get it done is if you do it all by yourself. Ooh, we have the Seven of Pentacles. There's so many opportunities that are about to like come towards you. They may have already started to come towards you. I almost feel like a little bit of the lesson that you're trying to learn right now is the fact that sometimes when you collaborate with the right people in the right situations, more opportunities than you ever thought were possible start to appear to you, start to make themselves known to you. Let me see. All right. It might be a little overwhelming too. You know what I just realized? Oh, that card has naked people on it. You know what I just realized too? The Seven of Cups can also be a card of distractions. And what has been happening so far in your reading? I've been getting distracted by my cat, of course. Because he was perfectly calm for the first two readings for Gemini and Libra, and then I did your reading, Aquarius, and now he's like all over the place, messing with stuff he shouldn't. And yeah. So maybe this could be a card of opportunities. Maybe this is, okay, I see it. I see. Seven of Cups. Understand what is an opportunity and what is a distraction. Not everything that presents itself to you as an opportunity actually is one. I love it when Spirit does that. All right, this card has naked people on it. So let me see. Let's see if I can. There we go. Little piece of paper here. So we have the Lovers. Can't see them, but we have the Lovers here. And this is about making choices from the heart. This is about harmony between mind, body, and soul. This is very loving. This doesn't always have to, go to romance. I very rarely see this card as pointing towards romance. I usually see it, especially in your situation here. Wow, that's interesting too. Sorry, I usually see this in your reading, especially that this is about following what actually is calling your soul forward rather than your ego. And what I said was interesting, we have the Devil. Of course, this one also has naked people on it. We have the Devil at the bottom of the deck here. So the devil and the Lovers. Making choices from the heart, making choices from the ego. Which one are you going to do? The distractions fuel your ego. The opportunities fuel your soul. Fuel your heart. The Moon. The Sun and the Moon. The distractions that are coming up, or that will be coming up, they will cast light into any delusions or any like secrets or things that you did not want to recognize or admit. Oh, hey. They will give you insight on things that have been like hidden under the subconscious layer, hidden under the surface. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. Underneath of that, we have the Knight of Cups. Again, moving forward with your heart, from your heart. This is very like outward, because I get the sense that you have a very strong sense of self. You have a very strong sense of confidence within yourself, Aquarius. You are very assured. You are very thoughtful. You are very empowered. And you see the material, physical abundance that you are capable of. And you have this basic understanding that you are only going to achieve that if you move forward making choices that fuel your heart, that fuel your soul. The Lovers, right? You know that you are destined to be successful here. You know you are destined for greatness. Again, be wary of people who come by wanting to collaborate, wanting to work on things with you. Not all of them are going to be like devious or like have alternative what alternative wow, I'm okay. Brain fog, that's great. Brain fart, whatever you want to call it. Ulterior motives, that's the word. Distractions, okay. Distractions. Not being able to think of the word. Yeah, not everyone you come across wanting to collaborate will have ulterior motives. But there will be some. There will be a few snakes in the grass. Okay? Just watch out for them. Be vigilant, because this is your success, your abundance. And when you start to align with your purpose, there are going to be so many people who see that energy, who want that energy. They want to grab it. They want to take it for themselves. They want to turn it into their purpose, because they don't want to actually do the work it takes for them to align with their own purpose. Keep that in mind, Aquarius. So what last words of wisdom or advice does Spirit have for you? Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Yeah, this is going to require a lot of reflection on yourself and on those around you. Because without this reflection, it's going to be very difficult to see what are who and what are distractions, and who or what are actually opportunities. Ay, 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 that's a lot. Ay, 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 that's a lot. We'll take these two. Don't let pride get in your way. And a time for healing, a balsamic moon. Yeah. Okay, so don't... I was about to say something in regards to this middle card, but I literally heard, like, Spirit stopped me and was like, the message on the card is exactly what they need to hear. It's as straightforward and plain and simple. Don't let pride get in your way. Don't let pride get in your way. This is a time for healing. Aligning with your purpose is very healing. Letting go of the things that held you back, letting go of the things that would block you from your purpose, even if it was like within yourself, that is very healing for your heart and your soul. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Again, you might be hyper independent. You might be so used to doing things yourself, believing that you had to do everything yourself, or else it would get ruined, or else it wouldn't get done. That's not true. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. You see the bull's head there? That is a sign towards Taurus. You are reaching a moment in your life of physical material abundance, of prosperity, of things finally aligning physically in your favor. Okay? Let me see. Okay. I just want to make sure all of the cards were in the frame. But you are in a very good part in your life, a very good stage in your life, Aquarius. Things are working out for you. You have a strong sense of self. You are grounded. You are clear-headed. You just have to watch out for, like, once you step out of your comfort zone and start asking people for help or collaborating with people, and aligning more with your purpose, just watch out for the snakes in the grass. Watch out for the people who do not have your best interests at heart. Watch out for the people who do want to tear you down and take your success as their own without doing any of the work. Okay? But don't let that make you cocky. Okay? Once you get cocky, once you get prideful, once you get all of that energy, you start to kind of falter a little bit. So just stay grounded, stay clear-headed, and never lose sight of your purpose. So that will conclude your reading, Aquarius. If it resonated and you would like a personal reading going more into depth on your own personal situation and everything, a link to my website is down below in the description. I offer full-length readings as well as flash readings. Those are just quick, short readings if you don't want a full-length one. But I am more than happy to do that for you. I hope to see you in another video, and I hope you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time of day it is when you are watching this, and blessed be.